Evan, tell me something.
Did you know that your Kansas City Chiefs are soon to be your Kansas City, Kansas Chiefs?
Dahm, that's true. Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of Dahm. That's true. I'm your host with the most, Owen Domination 7 Dahm, and I am joined by the Evan.
Oh,
From heaven. Evan Channel. I'm glad you remembered.
I was wondering if you were going to say the from heaven first.
No. I'm glad you remembered.
Yeah.
Well, Evan, welcome back in. Truman is being a Grinch celebrating Christmas or something with his soon-to-be family in Tina's family in Chicago. So
He's already joined the Bears bandwagon.
it's just it's
the
disgusting.
Chiefs missed the playoffs once in 10 years, and he's already on the Bears bandwagon.
I will say every Bears win brings me joy because Framps gave me a lot of shit for even picking them at 9 wins this year. So
and Framps roots for the team with the third best quarterback in the division. I mean, that's crazy.
Well, yeah, it's Malik Willis now, right?
Is Jordan Love out?
Yeah, it's one of the reasons I'm losing in fantasy this week.
Yeah.
And I mean, just
I feel a little weird right now.
I feel kind of weird about how the Packers are doing. But hey, just to get right into it, folks, welcome into another episode of Dahm That's True. This is Dahm That's True, number 278. We're going to be bringing you Chiefs, just a little bit of Islanders. We're going to do our preview, and then we are going to discuss a little bit of Pop Culture Minute and our top 5 Christmas songs. I think we've done that one before, but Evan is a sub, so he hasn't been here for all of those, so it's going to be fine. All right. Evan, let's get right into it. The Chiefs kind of got their shit kicked in by an absolutely horrible Titans team this weekend as we get into the Chiefs versus Titans recap. But before we recap, actually, let me shout out our Patreon members, our patrons over at patreon.com/opendisaster. Shout out to Evan.
I am not one of them.
Just kidding, not Evan. Shout out to Ozzy, Dylan, Aaron, Skylar, and Meltbox Kansas City. Closed right now in the Iron District. I assume they'll open eventually.
Are we forgetting someone, Owen?
Am I? Oh, and my mother, of course. The forever patron.
Shout out Big Steph.
Shout out Big Steph. Big Gretch. Big Gretch is kind of a crazy shout out. I don't know. Do you get that one?
I don't think I get that one.
You know the Detroit rapper who wrote a diss track on the Detroit sign?
Is that? No.
No, but his name's G-Mac Cash.
Okay.
And I believe the mayor of Detroit is like Gretchen somebody.
Oh, there's a Gretchen that's the governor of Michigan.
That must be it.
Gretchen Whitmer or something
yeah,
like that.
that must be it. So he refers to her as Big Gretch.
Big Gretch.
He's just a goofy rapper. Anyway, Chiefs versus Titans. There was a lot of honestly horrible things that happened. Gardner Minshew tore his ACL in the third drive of the game. You really feel bad for him. Of course, that was after 2 3-and-outs to begin the game. But you never wish an injury on anybody. So now the Chiefs have 2 quarterbacks with torn ACLs. Chris Oladokun came in and got the Chiefs 3 scoring drives. Should have been 4. Harrison Butker did miss a field goal, of course.
As is tradition.
Highest paid kicker in the league, by the way. But, the Chiefs lose, 26-9 to the Titans, including a safety that Trey Smith and Creed Humphrey were not happy with Asa Pole about. And if you look at it, he literally just lets one of the best pass rushers in football just go right by him.
Jeffrey Simmons.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the safety. And basically after that, it was all Titans.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot to say about this.
I did not watch this closely. I think it was on the TV the second half, and I went up to check the score every 5 minutes or so, and it just kept getting worse and worse, so I didn't really care that much.
I can tell you, I was at brunch with Shelby. I did not turn the game on.
No.
Did not turn it on. I saw that Gardner Minshew tore his ACL. I said, holy shit. I checked it as we were driving home. It was 2-0 Titans. I said, holy fuck, they got a safety. And then I didn't watch it. I didn't realize that the Chiefs were going to throw an injury in there to tank the season to get the best possible draft pick. But, yeah, we're going for it. I think the Chiefs now have a genuine chance of losing to the Raiders, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But the tank is in for the Chiefs to get a nearly top 10 pick. If they lose out, they're looking at pick probably 11, which is crazy to be in the bottom 11 with 6 wins and still be above a lot of people. It might be higher than that.
Let's see.
Yeah, what are we at? We'll have our stats guy.
The NFL standings looks like. I can find it.
Yeah. I have
I'm
picked them
pretty
at
sure-
17-0 because I know ball.
Truman's preseason prediction, by
Okay.
the way, 17-0.
Let's see. Right now in the AFC, they are the 10th out of 16 teams, so there are 6 teams below them.
Wow.
The Dolphins, the Bengals, the Jets, the Titans, the Browns, and the Raiders are all below them. But the Dolphins and Bengals could get past 6 wins. For
Yes,
sure.
they could. That would be it'd be so funny for the Bengals to win a game and pass the Chiefs, and the Chiefs to get a draft pick right in front of them.
And then in the NFC, there are 6 teams with 6 wins or less. Dallas and Atlanta have 6 already. So
Dallas only has 6. They've lost since they beat the Chiefs on Thanksgiving. They lost out.
Yes, that is correct. So looks like they're at like pick 11 right now.
Yeah.
So probably, I mean, we'll talk about this in a second, but probably looking at that 9th or 10th pick, I would say.
Jeez, that is crazy. What was our last top draft pick? Who did we pick in 2013? Oh yeah,
Eric Fisher.
Because
Yeah.
we had the top pick in the draft.
And then the next highest since then, Mahomes,
Mahomes at 10
10 with the trade up.
with the trade up because we traded up from 25. It was either 25 or 28. It was 28.
Because the last time the Chiefs missed the playoffs, they still went, 9-7?
9 and 5.
9 and 7
sorry,
at
9
the
and 7
time?
because it was 16-game season. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, that was the worst we've done. So we're gonna beat that for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
You know, there is obviously a lot of injuries. We're starting practice squad players. I mean, our third string left tackle got hurt. So, you know, you bring in Josh Simmons, he's a starter. He gets hurt. You bring in Jalen Moore. He got hurt. He is now back, but he had gotten hurt. Then they brought in, to fill that spot, Wanye Morris, who then got hurt.
Yep.
So, I mean, you really just can't make this stuff up. Well, it looks like we're getting a chat. I think it's Framps. Uh-oh.
Surely some pro Bears stuff.
Obviously. Let's see. Hold on. Let me scroll down here. Chat. I had to click on the chat button. Oh, it's Rory. Evan Day. Every QB has died. Peters is next at 18th. Then McDuffie at 21.
Some stats on the chat.
Yeah, of course Rory knows. Rory, for those of you who don't know, is in contention for the hot dog costume, looking at pole position for the hot dog costume. Unless a lot of things fall Rory's way, Rory will be wearing the hot dog costume. If he gets anything less than 2 points next week, he's in the costume. So
It's going to make us travel to some coast of some continent to do the hot dog punishment.
You don't understand. He's got a nice new apartment where he pays $10 billion a month, Evan.
Yeah.
What are those cats doing up there? Oh, jeez. Anyway. But, yeah, so the Chiefs are basically looking at a tank right now, which is crazy to say. I do think they are kind of semi-trying to tank, judging by the players they held out.
Yeah, you look at it, and you just have so many guys that have been kind of banged up all year that you're just like, well, you don't need to play anymore. You don't need to rush back. You don't need to do anything like that.
You know, Travis Kelce isn't playing a lot of snaps. Only 5 million. Yeah, Travis Kelce isn't playing a lot of snaps. Rashee Rice was out with an abundance of caution last week. You know, they probably called it concussion protocol, but he probably wasn't hurt.
He might have had court or something.
Yeah. Honestly, maybe. But what they're going to do for the rest of the year is they're going to give new young guys opportunities, which really, and that's the worst part for poor Gardner Minshew, is he's probably off the team now. And I think if he would have not gotten hurt, he would have started out the remainder of the season, and then back on the Chiefs next year. But now that he tore his ACL, that really sucks for him. He has made $28 million in his NFL career, though.
Now Gardner Minshew, he was the one on the Jags
Yes.
where they won the first game.
And they said, we're not done.
We're not done.
And then they lost the rest of the
Was
15.
that the Urban Meyer year when he was the coach?
I don't remember if that was Urban Meyer or not. I think it was. Yeah.
Sometime around then.
They
too,
won their
but-
first game, then they lost out.
Yeah.
15 straight losses.
But I mean, I think he was a late draft pick and wasn't really meant to ever be a starter, and he's made some money.
Yeah.
Not quite the Brock Osweiler terms
Well,
of getting the bag yet, but
No. Have you heard of the Gardner Minshew curse, Evan?
oh no.
After that 1-15 season, each time Gardner Minshew has been signed as a backup quarterback, the starter has gotten hurt. So it happened with him in Indianapolis. You remember?
Yes, yeah.
It happened. I believe he went to Tampa.
I don't remember that one, but
Hold on.
he was with the
Let's-
Eagles, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He started a game with the Eagles. Let's look up Gardner Minshew positions. But yes, every quarterback now.
I think he was with the Raiders when they had Jimmy G.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. And now Mahomes, obviously.
Yes. He. By the way, did you know that he is the Pac-12 all-time yards leader for a single season?
I did not know that. I knew he was a Washington State
Yeah.
guy with Mike Leach, I think.
Yes, with
So
Mike Leach, exactly.
That kind of makes sense, but
But yeah, so Jacksonville Jaguars, that was the 1-15. Then he goes to the Eagles and started a couple games because Jalen got hurt. Then he was 2 years with the Eagles, 2021, 2022. Then in 2023, he went to the Colts, and the Colts starter got hurt. I believe that was Phillip Rivers.
23
No, 23 was
Richardson.
not Phillip Rivers. Was
Anthony
Richardson, yeah.
Richardson.
And so he started a couple games. Then he was there last year with the Raiders.
Mhm.
Ended up starting a couple games. And now started a game and got hurt. Yes, exactly. Following up on the Matt Castle curse. So hopefully he's not back next year.
Yeah.
But I mean, he seemed like a nice guy. But yeah, so everybody on the Chiefs died. Who
Yeah.
told you about the curse? I think my brother told me about it.
Domination 7.
Oh, that's Shelby. Yes, my brother told me about the Gardner Minshew curse.
That shall be on your account.
Yes.
Okay. It's is this Inception?
Wait. Hayden didn't tell me. It was Shelby. Shelby did tell me. She said she had heard about the curse.
Hmm.
Sorry, Shelby. Yes, my my girlfriend knows ball. She says she's typing too slowly. Okay, there we go. Yes, no, I did. Yes. Obviously, I just said that. But yeah, so everyone on the Chiefs died. The season's over. It's really sad. But it's going to continue like this. I think that the Broncos game this week is going to be background noise because
Yeah.
I will be in the car probably, and I might not turn it on.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've always said this about bad teams. If your team is bad, I don't necessarily think you should lock in for the entirety of the game time.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you're watching other football
Right.
if your team's bad. I'm not going and watching the Bears. I'm not, if like I said, if I'm free and Framps invites me somewhere to go watch the Packers with him, I was busy yesterday. But if I was free, sure, I'll go watch your team with you and I'll cheer with you. That's fun. But I'm not gonna turn on the TV and be like, oh, okay, I'm cheering for the Packers now. I probably won't watch any playoffs unless someone invites me somewhere.
I mean, Super Bowl, obviously.
Right.
But it's kind of a little bit freeing because we get 4 extra weekends now.
Yes.
And
Yes.
with the Chiefs, they've pretty much played a whole extra season the last 5 years.
It's true.
So it's just taking a season off.
Yeah, it's a
You know?
red zone week. It's a pure fantasy week is what it's going to be.
Yeah.
By the way, the Hot Dog League this week will be the only fantasy team that I have that's going to lose this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all of my other teams are winning and stomping, so that's good. Yeah, and Roy says, and we get Christmas back, essentially. We don't have to plan Christmas around the Chiefs anymore, which is nice. But, yeah, I mean, and I think we can, blend this conversation into the Broncos forecast, speaking about Christmas. But, yeah, I mean, it's still important to be a fan, obviously, but I'm not I'm not going to crucify you at all if you tell me, oh, and I didn't watch any of these last 3 Chiefs games. Cool, man.
Yeah.
Okay. See you in April for the draft. I'll see you at Truman's Super Bowl party.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, like you said, we've played almost a whole extra season, which is crazy. My heart's definitely going to thank us for not having made the playoffs this year. I think Tim and I were sitting at 120 together during that Ravens game, just sitting there stressing. 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody says we just get to cheer for Josh Allen with the rest of America now.
I will not be cheering for Josh Allen.
No.
I think that if Josh Allen, the Bills are probably going to make the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
This is Josh Allen's only chance. I think. Josh Allen has the opportunity to try to become Peyton Manning here.
I know that, Rory.
Yes. Josh Allen this postseason is deciding on whether or not he's Phillip Rivers or if he's Big Ben or Peyton Manning. Because when Mahomes is fully healthy, he will go back to dominating the AFC. The only reason that Mahomes didn't make the playoffs this year is because every O-lineman died. And they had no running back. Normally what happens when the Chiefs have this kind of problem is they fix it. Look what happened in 2021. They got ran all over. Then they acquired Joe Tooney and Orlando Brown Jr., which we ended up getting rid of. But that shored up the line enough for them to go to the AFC Championship again. They did lose that game, but I think that's because of the play at the end of the half with Tyreek Hill where he didn't get in.
Yeah.
And then go to 3 straight Super Bowls after that.
Yeah.
And now the Chiefs are in a position to have a top 10 draft pick and essentially pick whoever they want at the top of their board. Whether that's a big body wide receiver, that's another O-lineman, or a running back. I think picking an O-lineman or a defensive end or a corner is probably their best idea, but I don't think we would be shocked if we drafted a Bijan Robinson type with the 11th overall pick. Because I don't think we're going to win a game. Not with a quarterback who can't throw. By the way, his pass to Travis Kelce in the second quarter, was his first completed throw. He had 9 previous throws.
Talking about
Chris Oladokun, yeah. But yeah, we'll get into Chiefs Broncos. Snooze fest. Obviously, this is going to be a super defensive game because once again, not really too many Chiefs defensive players got hurt. If they weren't given an extra possession, they probably once again hold another team to under 20. And I think that a lot of those guys are playing for incentives and contracts. I know Chris Jones is, his contract is heavily incentive laden at the moment, so he'll be playing full out. So will Nick Bolton. So will Drew Tranquil. Other guys that probably have tackle incentives, but the offense just isn't going to be there. You've got Trav, who looks like he's checking out. By the way, I do think that Travis Kelce is going to be retiring at the end of the season.
Oh, really?
But I don't think that'll be the last game he ever plays.
You don't think the end of this season will be the last game he ever plays, but he will retire?
Yes.
Like he'll come back kind of like Gronk did for a year or two?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't even think for a full year.
Yeah.
I think
playoff run.
It just depends. I think it entirely depends on what Taylor's doing.
Yeah.
If she has a new tour. Because if she has a new tour, I think that it's a coin flip. Either he's there at every single show or he is not going to every single show and he has a whole bunch of time on his hands.
Yeah.
But I think if it all mainly depends on how well the Chiefs are doing next season. If the Chiefs are doing really, really well next season, Travis is getting a call week 15.
Yeah.
Hey, Trav, did you stay in shape? How would you like to, come back and not have any pressure and be, third down guy, gadget, which I assume he'd say yes. But yeah, I do think he's retiring at the end of this year.
Okay.
What do you think about this Chiefs-Broncos game? Are you going to even turn it on?
I don't know. Is it at noon? Is that?
Let's find out. I know it's obviously on Christmas Day.
But I think there's like 2 or 3 games on Christmas this year.
Yes, there is. And because there was a Dallas Cowboys player that was complaining about it because they also played on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
He's like, man, it sucks to play on Thanksgiving and Christmas, which honestly,
So if it's at noon, I don't think I will be watching.
7:15 p.m.
7:15 p.m. It'll be on. I think I'll be at the in-laws' house and it'll just be on in the background.
Yeah, I'll be at Shelby's parents' house. I guess it's probably on, or I'm watching it on my phone.
Are they Chiefs people or
They're not huge. I don't know.
out that way? Could be Broncos people, but
They're not far enough to be Broncos people. I think that her dad is still a Chiefs fan. I don't think they're huge sports people, though.
okay.
I think there will just probably be something on.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't know when they do Christmas dinner, or if they do like a Thanksgiving style, which is what my family does. We eat around 5 p.m.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I'm not looking forward to much this game.
Yeah. If it's on, maybe I'll do like a $1 hit all these things parlay,
We are salivating.
but I'm not gonna pay attention too much to it, which will probably be nice because Chiefs played the last 2 Christmases
Yeah,
as well, and
that's true.
probably paid more attention to that than I should have on Christmas. So
I mean, listen, I will never fault a fan. This is one thing that people, spend time with your family. It's so and so. Respectfully, I spend over 200 hours a year thinking, doing things with the Chiefs physically, whether that's watching the games, whether that's doing a podcast, which I do weekly.
Yeah.
Which the main focus is the Chiefs. And that's just active content. The amount of time I spend thinking about the Chiefs.
you were on Twitter all day today.
Yes, I was on Twitter literally all day today spamming people.
Yeah.
Do you have my noties on?
No.
Okay,
But-
because you shouldn't. I feel like anybody who's got my noties on just gets spammed. Because if I get in an argument, then I'd be arguing. I love arguing on Twitter. I absolutely love it. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone called me an idiot today for saying that. Well, actually,
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
yeah.
We'll get there. But yeah, Chiefs versus Broncos. I look for Chris Oladokun to
Complete a pass.
maybe one. He might not complete one. I'm serious. He might
Yeah.
get pulled.
Maybe
Chiefs are going to lose maybe by 30.
this will be the Jared Wiley game.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't think the Broncos are all that good. They don't really have that great of an offense. But they're definitely they're the only AFC team to clinch a playoff spot so far.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. Well, I think after the Ravens lost, I think the Patriots probably clinched.
They gotta.
But as of last night when I was watching Sunday Night Football, the Broncos were the only ones who had clinched. But I mean, I think the Broncos might win 24-0. This will definitely be the first time I do not predict a Chiefs win.
I think the Chiefs are gonna win it.
Do you actually?
I think they're actively tanking and they're gonna fail upwards. They're gonna win 9-7.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's just move on right to the score prediction. We don't need to. No one's looking for our biting analysis of Chiefs versus Broncos, man. So you think the Chiefs are going to win 9-7?
Yep. Harrison Butker is gonna go 3 of 5 on field goals, but he's gonna make the game winner.
Oh my! You think the Chiefs have the ball, and the score will be 7-6 Broncos,
Yes.
and the Chiefs have some kind of drive?
They let him go out there. He's already missed 2 field goals. He's 2 of 4 on the day, and they're like, we have the ball. There's like 45 seconds left, and they just decide to kick it on 3rd down for some reason.
Yeah!
Kicks a 67-yard field
Oh
goal.
my gosh! Okay,
The fans go wild.
We're jumping the shark, Evan.
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs are going to lose 21-6.
Also seems fair.
The Broncos, shockingly, still have something to play for. They're going to be going for the 1 seed, so their starters will not be rested. And they're going to be trying to win the game. They might have a chance to pull some starters, but I don't hate what you're saying because by and large the Chiefs' defense is still intact. I think that if we're going to miss the playoffs, this is a good year to do it because then we can say Christian Fulton goodbye.
Yeah.
He's been awful for us. We're going to cut Juwan Taylor after this year.
Yep.
For everyone wanting to cut Harrison Butker, I'm sorry. He's going to be here next year. We're not in a position to cut him. After this coming year, then Harrison Butker is cuttable. But Jawan Taylor, this is his last year. He's done. That's why he's sat. Harrison Butker will be cut. Probably cut at the end of the season next year. All right, moving on to the actual important news of today. If you live under a rock and you're listening to this on Christmas Day, because that's when it comes out. Christmas Eve. Yeah, Christmas Eve. The Chiefs have just signed a contract with Wyandotte County and the state of Kansas in Topeka this morning. Well, not this morning. This afternoon at 1. That starting in 2031, the Chiefs will be playing football in Kansas. They will be leaving Arrowhead Stadium. Kansas is offering up a $2 billion package, up to 70% of construction and furnishing costs for the Chiefs to build an entertainment district in Wyandotte County. And the Chiefs have agreed. And in 2031, that should all be done. But they're hiring an architect today. They're hiring planners today. And construction will look to be started probably this summer for the Chiefs' new stadium. It will be a dome of some kind. There's no news about retractable roof.
Okay.
I assume either it will have a glass ceiling like Miami, or it will be a retractable dome like Houston.
Okay.
Obviously, I would prefer a retractable dome. I think that the weather has benefited us. If you remember that super cold Miami game that they probably shouldn't have played because it was that cold.
Oh, yeah. -6.
Miami was never in the game.
Yeah.
Because of the weather. But we'll see. We will see. Nothing's announced yet, except for the fact that it will be a dome and it will be around 65 to 69,000 seats. So 13,000 seats less. What is also confirmed is that the Chiefs will be moving their practice facility to Olathe.
Yeah. Saw that.
Which is wild. And they will be moving their head of operations out of Missouri as well to Kansas. Essentially, the whole of the organization is coming to Kansas, which means I don't know if they're going to do St. Joe anymore.
It'll have to be like Atchison.
I would doubt they move training camp.
Yeah.
In
Just do
2031. But the important part of that is when it is 2031, Mahomes will be 34. So still somewhat in his prime. Sorry, Patrick Mahomes just turned 30, right? So he'll be 36, sorry.
Yeah.
But, I mean, hey, we've seen quarterbacks older than that do it. He's even following Tom Brady's injury history. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah.
That Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes both tore their ACL in their 9th year. By the way, did you see the news that Patrick Mahomes is already running on his ACL?
Yeah.
He is a cyborg.
Crazy.
He is a cyborg. He's the most competitive,
life-changing meat.
Insane person of all time.
He's the one, though, that we've seen, like, the past few years. He seemingly gets injured. He's, like, grabbing his leg, goes off to the sideline, and then he's just back in on the next play somehow.
We are salivating.
So
he's generational.
Doesn't surprise me.
But yeah, I don't know if you listened to any of the radio today, did you?
No, not really.
There were Missouri fans saying that they were going to become Denver Broncos fans after this.
Like, that makes sense. Yeah.
The stadium moved 20 miles, man. I know you saw my Twitter interactions, or at least some of them. Someone said this would be like the wife fucking someone else in front of you and saying you can watch if you want. I said, no, man. This is like the wife wanting to remodel your bed and moving it to the other corner of the room.
Yeah.
It's 20 minutes. It's 10 minutes from the state line. 10.
Yeah.
It's on the same road. It's on 70 still.
Yeah. Well, it's like by the Legends, right?
Yes.
Like
it's going to
70 and 435.
Right.
It's just the other.
It's the other side.
Yeah.
But it's not confirmed to be in the Legends.
That's just the assumption.
The Legends is minus like 3,000.
Yeah.
Technically, it could be somewhere else. It won't. It will be in the Legends, right next to the stadium and Sporting KC and Nebraska Furniture Mart.
Yeah.
So, and judging from what they've released a whole bunch of statements. I encourage everyone listening to this, all 20,000 of you, because obviously we get that many listeners, all of you, to go look at the Chiefs' Twitter. It seems to me, have you read any of it, Evan?
Not very much.
So it seems to me like they're going to try to keep the tailgating culture intact.
Oh, yeah.
I know a lot of people will be priced out, and that is one of the gripes I've been hearing from Missourians. Like, oh, there's just money grab. Everyone's going to be priced out. Man, y'all were going to Chiefs games regularly?
Yeah. I've got a friend on Facebook that has season tickets, and it's like every single game they're like, yeah, we're selling these $250 each. I'm like, I'm not buying that.
Yeah, exactly. It's too
Like,
much. So, yeah. So now instead of 250, he'll be selling them for 300.
Yeah.
It's going to be a marginal price increase.
Yeah.
But what there will be is you'll see a lot more celebrities now at Chiefs games because they're going to have a lot more suites.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, there obviously are, chasing the bag, but that's what happens. Us on this show, Truman and I, urge Jackson County voters to vote yes. We urge you to vote yes if you wanted to be sure the teams were in Jackson County. And this is what happened. When Governor Kelly got sworn in, one of the top things on her agenda was using star bonds, which had already existed before her, to lure a professional sports team to Kansas. And that's what happened. I don't know why Missourians are surprised. They drew up a $400 million proposal with money that might be coming from somewhere and they don't know where. And Kansas said, we are ready to give you $2 billion right here.
Easy decision.
No, it doesn't matter. They could have been in Nebraska.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they're 15 minutes away in Kansas, already part of, the fan base. It's an easy slam dunk for Clark Hunt. Did you know they get to still own the stadium? The Hunts are going to own the stadium.
Yeah.
Meaning they get money from naming rights.
It's nice.
Just, hey, just remember when Eastern Kansas City is falling down and dilapidated after the Royals also leave that area, because they will. Because the Truman Sports Complex is in a derelict area with absolutely nothing going on besides a Denny's that burnt down, by the way. So, yeah, it's what, BK and a gas station out there? Not even a name.
Like
gas
a
station?
Residence Inn or something.
Yeah,
Like,
there's not even like a name. The gas station doesn't have a name that you'd know.
Yeah.
Not even a come and go or a quick stop.
It's a quick stop, but spelled with like a CWIK. In it.
Yeah, not even like the K quick stop that you've known.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just remember that, KC tenants, when there's no economic impact. I will be enjoying my extremely obvious economic impact at the Chiefs, bar district that they're going to put up around the stadium. It's going to be freaking awesome. I'll tell you one thing. I can't say I definitely will be there opening day because opening day tickets are going to be $1,100.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that gives me good motivation to get a new job. So I can afford to try to be there opening day with me and whoever's with me at the time. I mean, 6 years from now, I could have a family.
Yeah.
Yeah. You already got a family.
You and the triplets.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming down to
exactly.
opening day.
Your kid's gonna be
$5,000.
Your kid's gonna be 7.
Yeah.
Evan. He's gonna be able to speak words.
He'll be able to do more than that. He'll understand what a first down is.
I will be jealous of your kid because I remember my first memories of Arrowhead watching Tynes kick a game winner against the Titans. But your kids will have a memory of new Arrowhead. And by the way, it's still going to be called Arrowhead. They're going to call it Arrowhead. And it's not going to become the Kansas Chiefs. Wyandotte County is still Kansas City, Kansas. They're not going to change anything. So if you're worried about this tradition being gone and this wasn't what I saw someone say Lamar Hunt's rolling in his grave for a 15-mile move.
Right.
He's rolling in his grave. No, Lamar Hunt is crying tears of joy in heaven watching his son get $2 free billion.
Yeah.
That's 10% of their family's wealth. Man. I mean, I don't know about you, Evan, but this is a really, really exciting time as a Kansan because I can't tell you the amount of times growing up that, you talk to somebody from Missouri. And I only really remember this as a kid. But you talk to someone, oh, yeah, I love the Chiefs. I'm from Kansas. And they go, stupid kid. Chiefs are in Missouri. I don't know if that ever happened to you.
Not as much where I grew up, but I could definitely see that happening in Kansas City area.
Right. I can't tell you the amount of times that happened to me and how much I didn't like Missouri people because of that. Because they always had this, stuck up, oh, we've got the teams, you don't, we're the better. Well, not anymore, man. Sucks to be you. Huge win from Kansas.
I mean, it is also a huge win for like those people from Baltimore and Buffalo that have those signs every weekend that's like, you're not in Kansas anymore. Because now they don't get memed for it.
Right, now that we're actually not in Kansas.
They're not in Kansas, you know?
I think the biggest negative, though, Evan, is that the idiot Californian that thought the Chiefs were in Kansas this whole time is unfortunately now going to be correct.
Yeah.
That is the only negative that I can see from this. Chiefs are going to get into it's going to be awesome. We're going to have a Jumbotron that's actually visible, that you can actually see things on. Did you know that the Chiefs have the third smallest Jumbotron? There's only
Makes sense.
2 smaller Jumbotrons in the entirety of the NFL.
I feel, is the Chiefs Jumbotron smaller than K-State's Jumbotrons now?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Much smaller. The Carl and Mary Ice video boards, shout out to BNSF, are much larger than Arrowhead's Jumbotron.
Yeah.
Once again, people saying, "Oh, we're not going to be the loudest stadium in the world anymore." Man, we had 5,000 less people than stadiums we already beat. It's not going to make a difference what arena we're in. Home of the Chiefs echoes out through every single stadium that we're in. No matter what game it is, if there's a Kansas or Missouri area team, people, there's Chiefs fans everywhere. So, and we're going to host a Super Bowl for sure.
Yeah. And with the Dome, Final Fours.
Yep, Final Fours, WrestleMania. Like I was saying last week, they should talk to Tottenham about what to do once you get a state-of-the-art facility.
Yeah.
I mean, Beyonce. Tottenham Stadium does go-karting inside it somehow.
Oh, really?
I don't know how they do it, but I think on non-game weeks they set up a go-kart track on the ground. That's going to be possible now. Like, they're going to have state-of-the-art pitch, and, it's going to be, grown under the stadium. They're going to have all of the bells and whistles. It's going to be amazing. It's a truly special time to be a Chiefs fan, and just having the Super Bowl here is going to be awesome. But that doesn't mean we can't enjoy Arrowhead right now. The Super Bowl is coming to Kansas City. We're going to have Argentina here and the Netherlands in Arrowhead. 2 absolutely giant international fan bases. And Kansas City is still us.
Yeah.
That's not going to change. I do think most Missouri fans are going to get over it. I really think that, of course they're going to be upset because, it's part of their identity. We have the teams. But, man, it's the Chiefs, dude. They're going to have an opportunity to win a Super Bowl in a 4th location. I don't know how many teams have done that. Because they, a championship, excuse me. Because they won one in Dallas, AFL championship. They won an AFL championship at Municipal Stadium. And they, actually, did they win? No, they won the Super Bowl at Municipal. They won an AFL championship in Dallas, Super Bowl at Municipal, because that was Super Bowl 4. Yeah. Then, obviously, 3 Super Bowls in Arrowhead. Well, not in Arrowhead, but while residing at Arrowhead. Yeah. Same thing with Municipal. Actually, I think we hosted. I think we had that Super Bowl in Municipal.
I was not alive yet.
I was also not alive in 1962. But it's going to be incredible. And, Patrick Mahomes is going to be still playing for the team, most likely.
Yeah.
So Patrick Mahomes will have a chance to have a home Super Bowl. And can you imagine how red that crowd will be? Woo!
Yeah.
But yeah. Evan, do you have anything else to say on the biggest announcement of this season besides Mahomes' ACL tear?
Not really. It's exciting. We kind of saw it coming a little bit for a while. Like, you knew that was in Kansas's plan to try and entice him, and then when the Jackson County vote failed, you're like, it's probably going to happen.
Right.
And that was kind of the hope, actually, because if it's not the Chiefs, or if it's not Kansas, then it's San Antonio,
right,
or Austin, or name your third city.
Right. Yeah, I mean, honestly, when the vote failed no, I was worried about the Nashville Royals.
Yeah.
That was my biggest worry. I was like, I'm not really worried about the Chiefs leaving the location. I think that,
they'll find a way.
The whole thing, they're going to stay in Kansas or Missouri. I didn't think it was actually possible that the Chiefs were going to come to Kansas. I thought for sure the Royals were. Because, there had already been talk about 119th and all. But I think that 2 things will happen because of this. One, the Royals will no longer be leaving the region. Because that's what I was scared of. I was scared of, like you said, San Antonio, or Nashville or maybe Portland for the Royals. Just, a smaller city that's a bigger market than Kansas City that only has one or two professional sports teams that's looking to add another one. But with that, I think Missouri is now going to fight tooth and claw to give the Royals whatever they want. And I think we're going to get a great downtown stadium finally for the Royals, which is going to benefit all of us because, once again, there's way more baseball games. You have to put a stadium where it's easier to commute in and out of. And one that's downtown, you can utilize the public transport that we're currently building for the World Cup to, move people around, have parking, whatever. But number two is I think that the Royals are going to be looking at Kansas too.
Yeah.
I think there's definitely enough space in that area by the Legends for both the Royals and the Chiefs.
Yeah. I honestly, I don't want the Royals there. I want them downtown, like you were talking about.
I do, yeah.
Then it just feels like the Truman Sports Complex in the West if the Royals are over there.
Yeah, true.
Like, the Legends has a little bit going on, and they'll have this new entertainment district, but I worry about that still.
Yeah.
But if it's just the Chiefs over there, I think they can do a little more with it.
True. I agree. And one thing I heard is that, Missouri people think that once Mahomes leaves, Kansas is not going to be able to support the Chiefs, and they're going to end up going somewhere. Man, we packed Sporting KC's stadium for a dog-ass soccer team.
Yeah.
And it's packed every game. And I think this weird thing that Missouri people don't think that Kansas is a majority of Arrowhead fans. They don't think that Johnson County is going to go to the new Chiefs Stadium. And Johnson County's already, I would guess, 70% of Chiefs fans. I'm serious.
Season ticket holders, at least. Yeah.
Exactly. But, yeah, this is a new and exciting moment for the Chiefs. So, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to all the renderings and exciting news we're going to see, and but I'm also, looking forward to all the nostalgia we're going to get on the final years of Arrowhead. It is sad. Arrowhead's a place that I have a lot of memories, but to be honest, Evan, I've really only gone when it's cold.
Yeah. It would be nice to go to a playoff game where you don't have to bring your own cardboard to stand on.
Yeah, I've gone to, the only games I've gone to have been ones that have been in the cold. I went to the Colts, the curse breaker game with Mahomes' first playoff game in 2018.
Yep.
Where we were throwing snowballs.
I was there too.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know you were there too.
Yeah.
That's funny. But yeah, so yeah, we were both there. Did you also go to the Texans game this last offseason? This last postseason?
No.
Well, yeah, so I went last, and that was, once again, because it was cold. And then we went, the only other game I had been to besides preseason games was the Bengals.
The life-changing meat game.
Yes, the life-changing meat game where Joe Burrow got hurt. So tickets absolutely plummeted up. Yeah. But I got those as gifts for my friends, so I got those tickets. Ended up overpaying because I bought them too early.
Yeah, I went to the Steelers playoff game a couple years ago. Like Ben Roethlisberger's last year.
Yeah, the one where it was just never competitive, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I also ended up going the week after that to the Bills 13-second game.
Oh, yeah. You were there with Truman, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so jealous.
That was going to be unforgettable. I'll remember that one my whole life,
of course.
But
yeah, that's crazy. I remember, I have a flashbulb memory of that game specifically when we went down. It's like, when we went down with 2 minutes left in the game, I was like, okay, we have Mahomes.
Yeah.
I remember saying that to my family over and over again because I was there with my mom, my dad, and my brothers. And I don't remember if my sister was there. She might have been there. But I remember I was saying, listen, we have Mahomes. And then, Tyreek hit the wheel route. And I was like, oh, fuck, he scored too quick.
Yeah.
And then Gabe Davis of all people,
yeah,
continued to go crazy and caught that touchdown with, 10 seconds left. They're like, okay, reset the game clock to 13. I was like, okay, we have 2 timeouts. We have Mahomes.
A lot of people started leaving.
I'll bet.
Which
I
get it.
Great. But that was prime. That was the prime team. That was 2022, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the best Chiefs team we've seen in a long time.
Well, that was the year they lost to the Bengals the week after. So.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. But
still a really good Chiefs team.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was 21. That's right. But yeah, I remember Tyreek Hill caught that first one. I was like, holy fuck, we've got an actual chance. And then the ball went to Kelsey, and I was like, oh my gosh, like it was just destiny at that point.
And then it was like only like a 45-yard field goal or something. Like it wasn't a crazy.
No, it was like, I think it was like a 50-ish. It was like anywhere between 45 and 55, I don't remember. But it's like, wow, like we have a very decent shot at this. Of course he nails it.
Yeah.
And then the Bills don't get the ball back. And they cry until they get the rules changed because that's what the Bills do. The Chiefs don't get any rules changed, only the Bills.
Nope.
So, is there any rules that we need changed this postseason that the Bills can lose and get changed?
Trying to think. Anything that's crazy.
Oh, maybe they'll lose off of some stupid kickoff rule because their kicker like messes up a landing zone or something.
Maybe.
Oh,
Tush
onside
push,
kick.
obviously.
Maybe a bad onside kick. Oh yes, the tush push. They'll lose off of a tush push. Yes, there we go. Perfect.
Yeah,
they can lose off a tush push this year. But yeah, let's move on to our next topic. That was huge Chiefs announcement, big for Kansas, very exciting. All right, the South team of the week, Evan. Do you have a South team of the week? As I do.
You go first here.
Yeah, it's the Jags. They beat down the Broncos in shocking fashion. So I'm going to go with the Jags, a team that I'm going to have a lot of people in my mentions. I'm going to have to block some people because I was talking shit on Jacksonville Jaguars fans earlier this season.
Let's see.
Ooh, I feel a little weird right now.
The Titans dominating the Chiefs.
Oh, 100%. Shout out to them. They ruined their draft position. They're no longer number 1 overall again. Hilarious.
26-9.
Maybe the Saints with Tyler Shuck actually looking kind of good. Maybe
the Panthers beat the Bucks this week.
That's true.
And I think they're in the lead in their division now.
Yes, they are.
So that's my South team of the week. The Panthers.
All right,
Bryce Young's actually kind of doing something now.
Yeah, I try to tell people that Bryce Young was legit. I saw him dice up Kansas State with we had very good corners.
Yeah.
And you were there with me.
Yeah.
No one else was. No one else came with us, if you remember.
What do you mean?
People met us there for the Big 12 championship.
That was not the Big 12 championship.
Oh, wait for the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah. We did
Right.
have a ton of people at the Sugar Bowl.
But we didn't have very many people at the Big 12 championship.
Yeah, that was you, me, and I think Dane maybe. Or Chamberdy. Chamberdy met us there.
Yes.
But we drove down.
Was Roy there?
I
I think Roy was there separately.
Yeah, he was with his parents, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember because you tried to get people to come. And I'm like,
Yeah,
oh.
we beat Max Duggan.
Yes.
And he ended up second in Heisman voting that year.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. But yeah, okay, South team of the week. For you, the Panthers. For me, the Jags. All right, closest scorigami of the week. Man, I do not know. I forgot about this thing.
Let me look at these scores. I'll see. 26-9 feels kind of weird.
Yeah, but I feel like that's also happened a bunch.
There's also a 29-6. 45-21 kind of high scoring, but not crazy.
That could be a scorigami.
26-19 feels kind of weird.
I am no longer getting a point this week because Christian McCaffrey got more points. So, Evan, you have knocked me out of getting a point this week. Congratulations, you are getting a point now this week. But it doesn't matter for you because it's the playoffs.
77 times, 15 times, 53 times, 57 times. Atlanta 26, Arizona 19.
There's a Rarigami.
Rarigami 5 times.
Okay.
Another 5 times was New York Jets 6, New Orleans 29. That was 5 times.
Oh, but Evan, you and me will be playing for the Keeper League Championship.
Ooh.
Yeah. 6 seed versus I'm a 4 seed, you're a 6 seed. So
Nice.
yeah, Rory dispatched of Will in the first round. You beat Cole, the 3 seed. So now it's gonna be you and me
Okay.
in the championship. Looking forward to taking home that first Keeper League trophy. My team is
Isn't
good.
this our second year?
Is it?
Yeah, because we kept guys.
Oh, right.
So someone won it last year. It was
I don't
not
remember
me.
Who it was. Well, also not me. My team was not good last year. But yeah, so that's our closest scorigami of the week. What'd you say it was?
5 times. It was like the
41.
or 29-6, I think.
Oh, okay.
Was
Interesting. That is not the right highlight. This is the list, though. Cool.
Yep.
Dom, that's not true. Pick of the week. Do you have a pick where you just think that should not have happened?
Well, you could say the Titans over the Chiefs, but it just kind of felt like it was destined.
The Chiefs are done this year. They're cooked. It's over for them.
There was a weird one I saw in here.
Oh, how about Bears over Packers?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, Seahawks over Rams as well. That one was really weird. Kind of a weird way that happened. I don't think the Saints were that much better than the Jets.
Yeah.
Everything else kind of... the Jaguars beating the Broncos isn't that crazy. The Falcons beating the Cardinals isn't crazy. The Texans barely beating the Raiders is kind of weird. Oh, Steelers over Lions. That one I don't believe is... Yeah, I think the Lions are better than that. But then again, the Lions have been dropping games all year. But that's going to be my personal pick is Steelers over Lions for my Dom. That's not true pick of the week.
I'll just go with the Browns getting close to beating the Bills because
They had them on the ropes.
20-23.
Yeah, kind of weird. Kind of weird game. All right. Season picks. Truman updates those. I don't know where his spreadsheet's at, so we're just going to not do this. Zero, we're going to go over the Islanders quickly. Sorry for all you Islanders fans. Normally we do this better, but Evan is not really an Islanders fan, so I don't want to hold him here too much longer than I have to. So 0-2-1 week for our boys in blue against the fucking bottom dregs of the league, which is really annoying. They clutched up 2 nights ago to get us a point in overtime before we got beaten in a shootout. But yeah, with losses to the Red Wings, who aren't terrible, but then a 4-1 loss to the Canucks, where you didn't score on a 5 versus 3, by the way, which should have been a 5 versus 2, which is really frustrating because that's what sent Max Shabanov out on injury. They should have had a boarding call, but the refs swallowed their whistles while the Islanders were already on a 5-on-3 advantage. Should have been 5-on-2 with another penalty. They didn't score. Immediately, the Canucks score 2 quick ones in the first period, then no scoring in the second. Islanders score 1 in the third, but get scored on an open net in the third period to make it 4-1. Then, like I said, 2 nights ago, they do pick up a point. They battle back from 2-0 down, scoring with 30 seconds left in the game to tie it up.
Oh, wow.
Going through overtime without any scoring, and then losing on a shootout that you did have an advantage on, unfortunately, with Emil Heineman not cashing in his chance to secure the win. Then Buffalo goes ahead and scores, and we miss. But New Jersey Devils tomorrow. The Islanders are still in playoff position right now, only 5 points away from the Hurricanes. Unfortunately, the Hurricanes do have a game in hand, but winning this game over the Devils will move them up to second place in the division. Right now, they are still in the playoffs as the 7 seed. So, yeah. I mean, a lot of games left. We're approaching the Christmas break with what I believe is also going to be the Olympic break.
Looks like that's in February.
Yeah. So that's why they're slamming so many games together, because there's going to be the Olympic break in February, which is weird. I didn't think that hockey was a summer sport.
It's Winter Olympics.
Soccer's in the Winter Olympics?
No.
Oh, no, the World Cup. Hello. Hello. Okay, yes. Sorry.
Yeah, hockey is in the Winter
Olympics.
Olympics.
Hello.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Earth, Owen. Yes. So if you don't know, the NHL, obviously, with the new Olympic rules, professional athletes are allowed to represent country. So there's going to be an extended break in the NHL in February for the Olympics.
Yep.
But yeah, so 0-2-1 week for the Islanders, looking to improve upon that this week with a rivalry game. Fuck New Jersey. So now we're going to go over Truman's 5-team parlay of the week, Evan.
Okay.
Truman selected this one. I have no doubt this shit was dog shit. So I'm going to pull up my BetMGM app, and we're just going to see how bad it was.
Did you also make one this week?
I did not, but I'm going to make one this week. I have not made one yet, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Hello, MGM. Let me sign in, please, because I know I made it on MGM. Because that's my parlay app. Hello, log in. Oh, Face ID, log in, please.
If you're watching the Monday night game, here is your what I need you to root for right now. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown. Tyler Warren, touchdown. Christian McCaffrey to record a 20-plus yard reception, and the 49ers to win.
Yeah, so Truman's parlay actually didn't do that bad. The Cowboys beat the Chargers, sinking Truman's parlay, but he had Bills, he had Panthers, and he had Vikings.
Chargers won, right?
Yeah, and he stuck to the Cowboys. Okay. And then he does have the Niners. So while it has failed, it's going to probably go 4-1. So shout out to you, Truman. Sorry for shitting on you. Actually, I'm not sorry for shitting on you. You're from Missouri, lol, you loser. You lost another team. Haha. And you're not here to defend yourself. Curious that the Chiefs moved to Kansas and Truman's just not here to...
Isn't it crazy that Truman moved to Kansas and now the Chiefs are? I mean, if he stayed in New Mexico, we'd be talking about the Albuquerque Chiefs.
What if? All right, we're going to make a new parlay. I'm going to go with Cowboys. I'm also going to go with the Broncos. It's obvious.
Cowboys?
Actually, no, I'm never doing that. That's illegal. I'm going Cowboys and I'm going Vikings because I think the Lions are just going to continue choking. I think the Chargers are better than the Texans. I think that you can get the Ravens at plus money somehow, even after a Jordan Love injury. I don't know if he'll be out, but I don't care. And then we're going to go with Steelers. So that'll be Cowboys, Vikings, Chargers, Ravens, Steelers for a massive plus 24.66. Apply your parlay boost token on MGM for plus 2,900. Turn 5 into 150, which is what I will be doing.
Okay.
All right. Moving on. All right, Evan, we're into our top 5 Christmas songs. Do you have your list?
I do not quite, but I will be there soon.
All right.
So.
I am also with you creating my list here as we go. Full integrity, as always, on Dahm. That's true. So, all right. I think I have a pretty good starting list I can go off of. Okay. At number 5, we got Santa Tell Me. Not Sabrina Carpenter, Ariana Grande version.
Okay.
Banger. Then we've got recently re-entered my list. It's Cold Outside. I know this is a debated topic, but apparently it is not sexually suggestive. It's about the fact
Baby, it's cold outside?
Yes. Yeah. It's not, coercion is the new... Historians have been digging this up. Even though
I feel
we feel a little weird right now. It is because was absolutely obscene for a woman to stay over. And while she wanted to stay over, it's like, oh my gosh, this is totally out of norm. But yeah, so Cold Outside, number 4. I'm going to go with Rudolph, number 3. I'm going to go with You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, at 2. It's an absolute banger. And at number 1, Mariah herself. I Don't Want a Lot for Christmas. Actually, I'm replacing Rudolph. That's not as good as what I... what's the... Let It Snow at 3, sorry. Let It Snow has to be on your list. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I just think you have to have at least Let It Snow on your list. Yeah, that's some classic. But yeah, so number 5, Santa Tell Me. Number 4, It's Cold Outside. Number 3, Let It Snow. Number 2, You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. And number 1, I Don't Want a Lot for Christmas. I don't know what the name of that song is.
Oh, what is that? All I Want for Christmas
All
Is
I
You?
Want for Christmas Is You. That's right. Thank you. I'm terrible with song names.
The, Google search history,
yes,
peaking in November each year.
Apparently, she makes over $1 million each year in royalties.
That's crazy.
Around Christmas time because of that song, because of how many plays it gets.
Oh, man. All right. Well, let me see. I'm probably forgetting some that I
It's okay.
like and love.
This sure is sweet, huh?
It's okay to forget awesome songs.
Number 5, I'm gonna go with like an old church favorite, which is "Hark the Herald Angels Sing."
Yeah, that's a good one.
I just remember singing that one like in church as a kid a lot.
It gets stuck in your head even to this day.
Number 4, I remember thinking this was funny because I think it uses the word "gay" in it, and like 4th grade me thought that was hilarious.
funniest
but
thing
like
ever,
"Deck
yeah.
the Halls,"
Yep.
I think somewhere in there. Number 3, we're gonna go with "Jingle Bell Rock."
Oh, yep, classic. Home Alone classic.
Yep. Number 2, "Oh Holy Night,"
Great song.
and number 1 is "Carol of the Bells."
The Trans-Siberian Orchestra version.
No, sort of like an a cappella version. Like
Is it the Pentatonics version?
no, when I was in high school in our choir, we had like an a cappella version of it that was like, I remember the choir singing it like every year growing up, and then if you were in the choir in high school, you got to be part of that. So
Gotcha. Did you have like the same? Did you have like a music program that put on the same songs every year, no matter what kind of thing?
For the most part, but that one was always the same one over and over again.
Yeah,
so.
we had a similar thing through 5th grade. Our music teacher literally, kindergarten through 5th grade, did not change the program for the grade level.
Yeah.
So if you were a parent with multiple kids, you had already seen the show several times by the time like you got to your 3rd kid.
Hey,
go through your list again.
Okay, let's see. I think I had "Hark the Herald Angels Sing" at 4. At 5.
Yep.
"Deck the Halls" at 4.
Uh-huh.
"Jingle Bell Rock" at 3.
Yep.
"Oh Holy Night" at 2.
Yep.
And "Carol of the Bells" at 1.
Yep. Good list.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think now we're on. Unless you have a pop culture minute, I think we're going to keep it moving.
Not the best sports seasons, 2026. If you think about like K-State football, K-State basketball.
The Tottenham sucks right now.
Tottenham sucks. The Chiefs, obviously, worst year
Yeah, Tottenham's in 13th, by the way.
in a long time.
Chiefs worst year in a long time. Down on K-State sports.
But I'm feeling an uptick in 2026. So.
Yeah, nowhere else to go except for the Islanders bandwagon.
Yeah.
Now is the time. This Islander team looks good. Great rookies. Good coaching, finally. Great goalkeeping. Now's the time. Yeah, Evan, you want to shout yourself out real quick before we get out of here?
Show myself out?
No, shout yourself out.
Oh, yeah. You can follow me on Twitter at Evan D. Shenanalak. That's all A's in Shenanalak, ending with a C. You can follow me on TikTok if you like dad jokes and puns.
I do look forward to my morning dad joke, Evan.
Evan Shanelek. That's EvanShanelec.
I want you to know that your puns from your TikTok account, they hit my algorithm.
Oh yeah.
I'm not looking for it on following. I hardly ever go to my following. You're on my For You page, so there's that. But yeah, shout out to all of our patrons over at patreon.com/open disaster. Shout out to Aaron, Dylan, Skylar, Ozzy, my mother, and Meltbox Kansas City. Closed right now.
Do they
Indiana
still have their
District.
truck going around at all?
I think they still have events. I think they probably still cater, but I don't know how many they're catering in winter when it's cold.
Yeah.
But they have 3 trucks. So you just catch them around Kansas City. Probably some bunch of Missouri Chiefs fans going to be piling in today. But yeah, thank you guys all for listening. I've been Owen, Domination7 Dahm. You can find me on Twitter at Owen Gosh Domit, on Instagram at OC Dahm, and on Snapchat and my phone, as always. No hot takes this week. Truman's in Chicago. But and I don't know if we're going to be doing hot takes for the rest of the year. With the Chiefs out of the playoffs, it's going to mess up our formatting that we normally do. But Merry Christmas, everybody. We're going to start getting out of here. Remember, Christmas is about giving, not receiving. So make sure you get your holiday shopping done. Mine's done. Evan, is yours done?
No.
Okay, well, you got only a little bit long. So, yeah, go Chiefs, go Islanders. Come on, you Spurs. But we're looking for a much better 2026 for us. So be thankful with what we've got. But look forward to some improvements. Colin Klein, baby. Go Cats. See you guys later. We have 10 more seconds. I forgot. Go Cats. Thank you again, Evan.
Cats. Chiefs.
Love you guys. Goodbye.
All right.